Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Brito, and today we're going to be talking about a good diet. So this video has been, requested on Instagram, in real life by people that I don't even train, and all my clients. So this right here is going to be a very well broken down, but very simple for you to understand explanation on how diet works, what you have to do to gain weight, what you have to do to lose fat, and just everything that I've learned throughout the years for myself, going through trial and error, and learning the hard way of doing the wrong things. But I did it, just so I could give y'all the information and have me go through what I don't want y'all to go through. So with that being said, I am not a nutritionist. I just want to put that out there. Just like I said, I only learned through my own personal experiences and other people's experiences that they have told me. So, but it's years of experience, so a lot of it is definitely going to help. And without further ado, let's hop straight into this video. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is how the metabolism works like a 5-link chain. So in this case, it'll be like a 5-link bike chain. So what this 5-link bike chain is going to consist of is a breakfast, a snack, a lunch, a snack, and a dinner, making it 5 times a day that you would be eating. But don't get overwhelmed. It's not really going to be that much. But let's talk about what we would eat. So we got complex carbs, lean proteins, and then we also got good fats. So what I'm really going to talk about is not the proteins or the fats. I'm just going to write down a few examples for everything. But the one thing I want to highlight are the sources of carbs. So you just want to go with the healthy alternatives. And what I mean by that is don't eat white rice, don't eat regular potatoes, and don't eat cereal if you're trying to lose weight. If you're trying to gain weight, that's fine, because those are simple carbs. But if you're trying to lose weight, go with the complex carbs, because these carbs are more nutrient packed and a lot more dense and harder for your body to break down, meaning that if you're trying to lose weight, these carbs are going to keep you fuller longer, give you more energy, and actually burn a little bit more calories breaking down in your body compared to a simple carb that will go right in you and go right out. Now, talking about macro ratios, in order for you to gain weight, these are the ones that I found and a lot of other people found very useful to go by whenever you're trying to gain muscle or lose fat. So to gain weight, the macro ratios would be 45% carbs, 30% lean proteins, and 25% good fats. Now on the other side, if you're looking to lose weight, I actually made a mistake here. It's not 40-20-20. It's 40% complex carbs, 40% lean proteins, and 20% good fats. These macro ratios are actually going to be a lot more effective for you to lose weight. Now on top of these methods, right, there's obviously going to be the number one rules of thumb, which are going to be caloric surplus if you're trying to gain weight, and caloric deficit if you're trying to lose weight. So a little bit about caloric surplus and caloric deficit. The caloric surplus is actually just going to be you trying to gain weight by consuming 300 to 500 more calories than what you're burning a day. So yes, you heard it right. If you are that person that swears they cannot gain weight, all you got to do is be in a caloric surplus and you will gain weight no matter what. It's proven. It isn't rocket science. And that's just how it's going to be. But on the other hand, we got caloric deficit. So if you're trying to lose fat, lose weight, this is what you're going to be aiming for. You're going to be aiming for 400 to 500 less calories than what you are burning a day. So with that being said, you do not want to be under a 500 caloric deficit, because if you are, then that will just result in you losing muscle. And it's actually a lot harder to gain muscle than it is to lose it. So just keep that in mind. And for those of you that don't know anything about, how many calories you're burning or what you should consume or how to be in a deficit or a surplus, what I would do is just Google a calorie calculator. There's actually one on bodybuilding.com that's really effective and that I've used myself along with other people that I know. And it's very simple. You just put in your information as far as like how tall you are, how much you weigh, if you're active or not, and it just tells you, gives you a good estimate about, where you should be at if you're trying to gain weight or lose it. Now, wrapping up all of that, we're going to be talking about meal placement and a bunch of helpful tips, whether it comes to, losing weight or gaining weight. So the first thing I want to talk about is the protein intake. So if we're going to need a high protein intake with either goal, that means we're going to have to start with having protein in every one of our meals of the day. And having 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight is a great way to accomplish either one of these goals. For example, if you weighed 165 pounds, you would times that by 0.7, and that would get you 115.5. So you could do 115 grams of protein per day in order for you to reach your goal. All right, now this is a huge one, water intake. So you should be drinking a half gallon to a gallon of water a day, every single day. So for those of you that don't like drinking water as much, I'm telling you right now, this is going to benefit you, but I will explain to you how in just a sec. But if you can see everywhere that I mark a W like I'm doing right now, that is exactly where you're going to drink water. So you would drink a water bottle in the morning before breakfast, after your first snack, after your lunch, after your second snack, and after your dinner before bed. And that right there alone will be over half a gallon for the day. So now, related to the water intake, we got the sodium intake. Let's keep this under 2,000 milligrams if you're trying to lose weight. If you're trying to gain weight, I'd say don't go anywhere over 2,500. Now, this is very important because of the fact that if you have so much sodium in your body, along with not drinking a lot of water, the little bit of water that you drink will be absorbed into your fat and into your muscles. So that's why it's important to drink a gallon to a half gallon of water a day, along with staying under 2,000 to 2,500 milligrams of sodium per day, depending on your goal. Now, talking about carbs again, right? This is the number one rule. No carbs before bed. If you're going to eat carbs before bed, all that's going to do is store unwanted energy into your body, and your body's going to store it as fat. So do not do that. And just some places where you could have carbs. And again, this is an example. This isn't exactly what you have to do, but this is how I would do it. And again, everywhere where there's a C on this chart, that means that that's a carb. Wherever there's a P, that means that there's protein. And wherever there's an F, there's fat. So the last two things we're going to highlight are veggies and fruits. I actually didn't write down fruits, but for the veggies, let's just try to have at least 2 cups to 3 servings of veggies a day. And let's go with the stronger veggies like broccoli, kale, spinach, asparagus. Those are just some really good examples of veggies that have a lot more micronutrients and are a lot better for you than, let's say tomatoes and peppers. They're just going to be a lot better for you. And lastly, for the fruits, let's go with berries over any other type of fruit. And the reason for that is because the micronutrient ratio to carb ratio, as in fructose, is going to be a lot higher. For example, if you eat blueberries, they'll have a lot less sugar than, eating a cantaloupe or a banana. And it will actually have more micronutrients and vitamins that will help you absorb the macronutrients like your proteins, carbs, and your fats. So with that being said, that's actually going to wrap up this video. But I just want you guys to remember that you can live your life and have a cheat meal, every now and then, but just don't go overboard, because one cheat meal that's 5,000 calories can actually screw you up. So just be careful with all these crazy foods out there. Besides that, I hope you guys take the information that was provided to you in this video and use it for yourself, for you to reach your own fitness goals. So I wish you guys the best of luck with that. And it's been your boy Brito, and see you guys next time. Peace.